Okay, so if you guys are like me, maybe you're in the situation where the R formatted data set that you brought in homework 1 had variables that were like too long to effectively use as good codes for your R commands in this one. So to make life easier, I'm going to teach you guys how to recode some basic data sections. So first, we're going to select this so we can run my data set, which is linked in from Dropbox, which is really easy. So see, brings it in, and as you can see, here's some of my variable names. They're really long, they're complicated. If you go up further, like you see, these are like so long that they don't even fit on the page, and they kind of screw up. In the Windows version, they won't display unless they're all the way dragged out and stuff. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to basically make an index at the bottom of, not an index, but make like a glossary of my variables at the bottom of the syntax that I've been constructing, which is real easy. You just kind of, highlight it, and then you go down all the way to the bottom. And this is what it's going to look like. It's just every header that you used. What you can also do is open your open the Excel version of homework 1 and just kind of copy it and transpose that and paste it in here, but you don't want to do that now. So you see how we got these variables that are like this is the worst one. This is the longest one. And I don't know how that made the cut for me, but I guess it did. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a section of this, and we're just going to highlight it and copy it and stuff like that. So we're going to copy that, and we are going to write a code to recode it so that whenever you use that code, it points at that variable on the data set, i.e. here, and just pulls the data in without having to put in sum.ofs.math.course. We can just put sum math and it'll call it in without having to go back in and recode and then reload everything. So let's bring up an Excel workbook, and you can see we've already got some variable names in here. So what we're going to do is take this, and then we're going to dump it into a syntax file and run it in R, and that'll get us a recode. So here, we do like this. You don't even need to do that monolithically slow. That's pretty embarrassing. I should have just kind of done that. But you got this, and then, yeah, fill down with that. Yeah. You guys know how to do it. It's a little different on a Mac. Okay, so we've got our open and close parentheses there. And then in this column, we are going to put in this, which means this within the parentheses will point to this new reference name that's going to be right here. So we fill that down. Oops. Holy shit. There we go. Sorry. And then we enter the new names for what we want to look at. So highest degree level of your father. So let me do dad degree, just like that. Mom degree. Data pref for what kind of data do you prefer. Math course, or have you completed a method course, and willingness to do qualitative research. Let's put will qual. Okay, so we've got all this. We just copy it, and you can do this with a whole big bank of data. Like, you don't need to just do it this little at a time. I brought in all of my index of these really long things and recoded them. It took me like 10 minutes. So we drop it into here. Oh no. I kept our formatting. That's not normal. Let's just make that plain text. Yep, plain text. So we just go through. And as you can see, this is where we, just have to delete the formatting that Excel put into it. Not all versions of Excel do this. In fact, you know, this is just because it's probably a newer version. If you use OpenOffice, it might be a little different too. But yeah. Okay, so this is like a little set of recodes, and it points directly to, here we'll minimize this. It points directly to variables that we have loaded already into R, as you can see here, which we brought in. So what we can do is copy and paste, and here's our command line, and we enter them like that, and then we could do like, I don't know, hist dad degree color equals blue, and see what it does. Yeah. So instead of doing hist, what is the highest degree of schooling that your father has completed, hist dad degree, or dad deg, comma blue, and you know, it'll give you this histogram. And it's real easy. See, like, what I can do here is, in my syntax, one of the first things I do is, you know, I boot my data set, and then I have right below it, enter your name recodes, which I have all of them right here. So you just highlight the whole thing, and copy and paste, and it runs it. So now instead of doing sum of math course familiarity, just hist sum math green. I like green. Let's do green. And see, changes right there. So yeah, hopefully this has been informative. All you have to do is just remember this easy code like this. It's just the name of what you want, a little arrow that points at the name of what you want, and then a close parenthesis with the original name that you use in the R formatted data set that you brought in from homework 1. So great. I hope this clears some stuff up for you guys.